Today we have brought you the latest Tesla news. NHTSA halts requirement of human controls in fully autonomous vehicles. Tesla's 4680 battery ramp may experience a death valley start, but it will be overcome, according to expert. Elon Musk's funding secured tweet draws skeptical reaction from judge in hearing. And how to shorten your Tesla delivery wait time. Here's the trick. Let's get into all the details. So let's get started. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration said on Thursday that it would no longer require fully autonomous vehicles to equip human control elements in its vehicles to meet crash standards. Through the 2020s, an important part of US DOT's safety mission will be to ensure safety standards keep pace with the development of automated driving and driver assistance systems, US Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg said. This new rule is an important step, establishing robust safety standards for ADS-equipped vehicles. Reuters said the agency commented that vehicles designed to be solely operated by an ADS would make manually operated driving controls logically unnecessary. As autonomous vehicles become a goal of many automakers, the regulatory processes of the cars have become a more relevant issue in the past few years. Now that so many companies are focused on increasing autonomy in their vehicles, the agencies responsible for handling road safety are revising the rules to cater to new technology. The past several years have been nothing but an uphill climb for the companies attempting to gain permission to test their vehicles on the road, especially ones without steering wheels or brake and acceleration pedals. In February, General Motors started petitioning for permission to build self-driving vehicles void of human controls. Steering wheels and brake pedals would not be essential for fully autonomous vehicles because the cars will require no human intervention or interaction with driving. The car will handle 100% of the driving responsibilities, leaving passengers to use time on the road for whatever they please. As the driver changes from a person to a machine in ADS-equipped vehicles, the need to keep the humans safe remains the same and must be integrated from the beginning, Dr. Stephen Cliff, NHTSA's deputy administrator, said in a press release. With this rule, we ensure that manufacturers put safety first. The rules set previously were written for common traditional vehicle features, the NHTSA said. The updates clarify what automakers must do when applying the standards to ADS-equipped vehicles that will lack manual controls. The final rule clarifies that despite their innovative designs, vehicles with ADS technology must continue to provide the same high levels of occupant protection as current passenger vehicles, the agency added. Moving to the next update, Tesla's 4680 battery ramp may experience a death valley start, but it will be overcome, according to expert. To state that Tesla's future lies in the success or failure of the 4680 battery is not an understatement. Without 4680 cells, Tesla's efforts to create an affordable car at a price point beneath the Model 3 would likely be for naught. But if the company succeeds in ramping the production of its 4680 cells, Tesla could very well pave the way for electric vehicles to become the dominant form of personal transportation in the decades to come. Getting there would not be easy. Tesla formally announced its 4680 battery project in September 2020, and since then, the company has been working hard to ramp the production of the next generation cell. Tesla produced its 1 millionth 4680 cell in January. That's a milestone on its own, but it does show that the company still has a long way to go before it can fully ramp its new battery. Industry researcher Benchmark Mineral Intelligence estimates that 1 million 4680 cells are enough for just about 1,200 Model Ys. Tesla intends to produce far more than that per week in Gigafactory Texas alone. Tesla's 4680 cells are not designed like conventional batteries, and they are not made like traditional cells either. Tesla plans to use a new manufacturing technology called dry electrode coating, which was obtained from the company's acquisition of Maxwell Technologies in 2019. Dry electrode manufacturing would allow Tesla to skip a conventional step in traditional battery production, which should lower costs significantly. While Tesla acquired the technology, the innovations involved in the mass production of 4680 cells using dry electrode coating are a massive challenge. Elon Musk has noted that the factory equipment for the process alone doesn't exist, so they still have to be made. Shirley Meng, a University of Chicago professor who previously worked with Maxwell, noted that Tesla's 4680 battery efforts could change the industry. She also emphasized that Tesla's challenges in mass producing the next generation battery would be immense. He is changing the way how battery manufacturing is done. It's really difficult to manufacture at a speed and at scale, she said. She also stated that Tesla may have to experience a Death Valley start to scaling up the dry electrode process for 4680 cells. She does, however, believe that Tesla would overcome these difficulties. Other experts and longtime followers of the company seem to agree on the difficulty involved in developing and ramping a new type of battery cell. Casper Rewels, chief data officer at Benchmark Mineral Intelligence, noted that fine-tuning the production equipment for battery production alone is an extremely long process and one that challenges even the industry's veterans. This definitely seems to be the case with Panasonic. The Japanese tech conglomerate has been a longtime partner of Tesla, and it already operates Gigafactory Nevada with the EV maker. However, recent comments from Kazuo Tadanobu, the CEO of Panasonic's energy division, revealed that even Panasonic had to take its time to develop its 4680 batteries. Tadanobu noted that Tesla has already deemed Panasonic's 4680 cells viable for use, but mass production of the new batteries is still expected to start by the fiscal year ending in March 2024. Moving to the next update, Elon Musk's funding secured tweet draws skeptical reaction from judge in hearing. Elon Musk's 2018 Twitter post that implied he had secured funding from Saudi Arabia's sovereign wealth fund to take Tesla shares private at $420 per share drew a skeptical reaction from a United States District Court judge recently. During a court hearing on March 10, U.S. District Judge Edward Chen was skeptical of whether the tweet was actually true, based on Musk's assertions that funding was secured to take Tesla private at $420 per share. "It seems to me it's not factually very complicated," Judge Chen said, according to a new report from Bloomberg. In fact, funding had not been secured, he added. Tesla and Musk could now be headed to court for a legal battle with shareholders who claim they lost billions of dollars when shares declined after the CEO said he was considering taking the company's shares private. Now, lawyers on both sides are fighting to prove whether the statement was indisputably false, as the shareholders' attorneys state, or if it was entirely truthful, like Musk's lawyers, including Alex Spiro, said. Bloomberg adds that Judge Chen is being asked by investors to decide a couple of key legal issues on his own, without the help of a jury. If Chen obliges with their requests, the trial would focus only on Musk's tweets and how they directly contributed to losses they assumed. Shareholder attorneys will have to prove that the losses came directly as a result of Musk's communications, which were required to be regulated following a 2018 SEC settlement. Earlier this week, Musk said, "I never lied to shareholders regarding the decree he agreed to in 2018. I entered into the consent decree for the survival of Tesla for the sake of its shareholders." Spiro, who has represented Musk in several cases, said the overanalysis of the CEO's tweets could be an issue. "I do worry about dissecting it too much," Spiro said to Judge Chen. Additionally, Spiro says that Tesla's track record of accumulating investors and funding was never an issue. None of Mr. Musk's deals have ever had a funding issue. Spiro added that investors may have interpreted the tweet to mean Elon might be making a bid to take it private. This claim was countered by Nicholas Porritt, the shareholders' attorney, who said Musk's use of the word secured is pretty clear. Secured means it's in the bag, it's locked and loaded. Porritt added that Musk never spoke to additional investors and the Saudi fund was only going to take a small stake in the transaction. The whole thing was so tentative, so pie in the sky at this point in time, that he never had an idea of how much money, he said. Judge Chen seemed to side with Porat's idea, as no conditions, pricing, or additional details that would make the deal concrete were finalized. It seemed quite preliminary, Judge Chen said, adding that he'd issue a final ruling at a later date. Moving to the last update, how to shorten your Tesla delivery wait time. Here's the trick. Extremely high demand has led to wait times for the Tesla Model 3 and Model Y growing to almost a full year, depending on the configuration. You can shorten that wait time by purchasing an option like a non-standard paint color, upgraded wheels, or even a tow hitch. Tesla has now added another way to shorten the wait time by as much as 7 months, but this time, it is not by changing the physical features or appearance of the car, but by changing the software included with it. Based on a recent update to the online configurator, Tesla appears to be pushing you to the front of the line if you purchase the full self-driving capability add-on. The most drastic change is for Model Y orders. Configuring a base Model Y long range gives you an estimated delivery date of December 2022. Add FSD capability, and that drops by 7 months to May 2022. A similar scenario unfolds for the base Model 3. Add FSD capability, and your wait time drops 3 months from August to May 2022. Interestingly, this change is only applicable for Tesla's high-volume and high-demand vehicles, as the same options selected on either the Model S or Model X do not result in a shorter wait time. However, we do not recommend purchasing full self-driving, but if you have made your mind for that, it would definitely help reduce your wait time. That's it for now. So what are your thoughts about this? Let us know in the comments. Stay tuned at the Electric Arena for all the latest Tesla and electric vehicle news.